Hey everybody, welcome back to Star Wars Galaxy Heroes Day by Day. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you supporting me. Now you have a lot of options. I'm honored that you continue to spend. Do just me being weird, me being myself, not being anybody other. I play this game very differently than a lot of other people's. That being said, super excited about, I'm sure, what you already know about by the time you're watching this video, because I tend to be about, I'm a week at least behind. So I'm recording this on the 10th. We just got I just watched Arnold's video before I did the other video, the free-to-play video for Fugitive, Omega, and then Batcher, which kind of makes sense they put Batcher in instead of Tech for the new Bad Batch. But like I said on the other video, would have loved to have seen Fee or Rampart or Hemlock or Emery, Wolf, Clone Assassin, any of those guys come to the game, because I think there would have been way more hype for that than potentially some of the other stuff that came out from Star Wars back in 2024. And there's, and if you follow me, I'm always, Mara Jade, come on, talk to me, please. Kathleen Kennedy, come on. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, and I talked about recently, South Park, and call me crazy, but this kind of seems like a really good. I mean, there are a lot worse ways to make a buck than bringing Mara Jade Skywalker. Then Mari, you don't have to make her be. You don't have to make her be Mara Jade Skywalker. You can just make her be Mara Jade and bring her to canon. And come on. You can make her the big bad of whatever. You can make her like. Make her Uber Palpatine or whatever. Make her like the ultimate big bad. Just or you could do the Legends thing, but which would mean, that would mean you have to walk back what you did to Luke, but I don't know. I think there's a way you can still bring Mara the essence of Mara back without having to bring back the entirety of the Legends continuity for her. You could bring back her name and establish her as, okay, we're using the Legends name, but we're tweaking her a little bit because of what we've already laid out with the sequel trilogy. And I think if you do that, I'll at least listen, right? I'll at least listen. I won't totally just be like, unless you make it like that, Clyde. But hey, But yeah, definitely, guys. I gotta tell you. If this Bad Batch does what I think it's going to do, and Arnold teased that it might, Arnold speculated that might be on the same level as the Great Mother's team, which I don't know about it, but I know that once they found out about how good the Great Mother's team was, I think a lot of people went out and got it. Not me, but potentially some of you might have, and potentially somebody might have, and you might be like, oh my, yeah, I could watch that content and I could see how good the Great Mothers are, but I mean, I totally forgot to go farm. It's all right. Um, but yeah, I mean, if the Bad Batch, and another thing I'm not totally convinced about because he's like the prevailing thought is it's going to be Peridia, and I thought it was, but if you watch that video from Calvin, and keep in mind that yes, yes, the whole mercenary thing came from Balin, and these guys are mercenaries. But but you think the entire mercenary faction would be involved in a raid? Do you think? Because it's like if they did a Peridia raid, the Peridia raid would be Imperial Remnant, right? The mercenaries, and then the Spectre, right? Fair enough. Based upon what we know. But if you watch Calvin's video where he talked about the Zillo Beast raid, which the Zillo Beast was in the Bad Batch Season 3. And all of these characters that are coming out are Bad Batch Season 3. And then he says there is that Old Republic encountered a Zillo Beast, that in the comics, the First Order minus SLKR encountered a Zillo Beast, and that you could do some random Jedi that weren't in this Naboo raid for that, or you can include some more of these mercenaries, or potentially some characters we have no idea about. I personally love that because I think that the Purdy raid, where we just gonna get those weird people on the planet to fight, doesn't that ring of Naboo? Whereas Zillo Beast raid, come on somebody. Come on somebody. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. If it's just the Zillo Beast, and potentially, you don't have to use the old Bad Batch. You can use this new Bad Batch, which would be a reason for people to watch it. And by my knowledge, I don't remember seeing the Bad Batch um on Peridia. Now, that being said, neither was Mission in Zalbar. Neither was a lot of these other mercenaries. But, I think Arnold alluded to the fact that there's probably going to be another assault battle. And I got to tell you, that does present a little bit of an incentive for people to go out and wail on these characters. Especially if there's no legendary, which apparently there's no legendary. I mean, and I guess if the team is going to be Batcher, Omega, Wrecker, Echo, that's too many. If the team is not going to be Echo, the team will be Wrecker, Hunter, Crosshair, Omega, and Batcher. If that's the team, are we Are we getting Saj? Are we getting Saj? I don't know. It's a little frustrating. And what was also frustrating about Arnold's video, I mean, not that the Omega and Batch review were frustrating, but what was a little about Arnold's video is I mentioned this in the other video too. You guys know that I used to play Disney Sorcery Arena. I love that game. And honestly, when I started playing this, I kind of neglected it. And I miss the crap out of that game now. And it's been gone for a little over 6 months or whatever, but I miss the crap out of that game. And I'm really, really angry. Because that game could have been huge. Because if you watched my video I did, if you go back to one of the early videos I didn't, you go back to the way I have the playlist separated now, and you go back to one of the beginning of December videos where I talked about what I did on Thanksgiving, go back to the Thanksgiving video, which would be one of the first videos that I published in December, probably, where I talked about when we went and saw Moana 2, and I talked about the team that was in Moana 2, and how that could have easily been translated and put in to Sorcery Arena. I'm just tremendously frustrated with that. Because that game could have been huge. And at some point, they just decided to cash out. And I'm convinced that most of the people that worked on that game, because Meathead was originally the community manager for Sorcery Arena. And now he's working for this game. And, we got this, I can't remember, X-Social, I don't know. He was the community communicator after Meathead moved to this game. And, it's tremendously frustrating. If you want to go see my old Sorcery content, it's not hard to find. Just the channel Benaya Plays, if you want to go check that out. Now I'm doing Coral Island and Disney Pixel RPG and a little New World stuff here and there on that channel, but we'll see. But yeah, I'm not happy at all about the Alice in Wonderland characters being appropriated and put into Raid. That was where I was going with that, by the way. Because, I'm pretty sure EA probably holds the licenses from Sorcery Arena, and I would guess that would have to come, so. But whatever. I mean, I'm not thrilled about it at all. And I'm hoping that next week is huge. I'm hoping that Omega and Batcher, when they come out on Tuesday, or Omega or whoever, if we're getting one or both. I'm assuming it's just one, but I'm assuming they just pre-potted and said, hey, you're gonna get Batcher 2 at some point. Because what I was thinking when he was talking about it, when I saw the thumbnails, I was thinking they were together, like he was a pet for Omega, and I still think there's a chance he could be, but at this point, who knows? And then, supposedly, supposedly, by the time you're seeing this video, I'm hoping that my other big thing will have been announced. I don't know that it will be, because it was, but I'm hoping that it will be. And that is what I've been waiting for a couple months, and, you know, it's a little called, something called blank blank 2. And we'll just say NS2, if that makes any sense. But, yeah, that's what I'm waiting on. But yeah, I'm super happy that we're having new content. I talked about, if you didn't watch the Free to Play video, I talked about how my plans are in terms of going, or of adjusting the SLKR video, which I continue to get closer to. I'm almost done with Captain Phasma on that account. By the time you're seeing this, of course, I probably am. And then all we have left is first for Stormtrooper, then Veteran Handlers. I mean, I have to raise the relic levels on all of these characters, but I have to finish Captain Phasma and get her into relics and get her to Relic 1. Then we're going to finish First Order Storm, bring him to Relic 1. Then it's on to either Palpatine or a veteran smuggler Han. We'll bring him to 1, then Palpatine to 1. And then we'll bring everybody up to the appropriate relic level that they need to be at for the event. We're in the process of getting the Xanadu Blood, who's the last ship we need, so we can go get the finalizer. I'll have to bring those characters up a little bit. And then after that, I'm shooting for May to begin the stuff for SLKR, which will be my first ever Galactic Legend in this game. But as for this game, you know where we are. We are working on Mara Jade. We're working on what's her name? Treya. We're working on Revan. We're working on Pow and Master Qui-Gon and Sith Trooper and Nihilus and Sith Marauder and Sar Sion. And then after we get all those guys, then it will be Leia time. We'll get there eventually, guys. Just, you know. Anyway, I don't know that we have anything else to do. I'm just going to go pick up here, see if I can get any extra gear. Of course, I'm not holding out hope much of that, but if it happens, it happens. We'll go from there. What do I have left? I don't know. A lot of stuff here. We'll take this guy, and we'll take this guy, and I'll take this guy, and we'll call it good. And then I got to do a fleet battle, and then somehow I'm not yet at whatever. I don't think we're going to win this. Maybe we are, but I think that's G&G. Maybe it's not. It probably is. Oh well. Yeah. All right, my friends. I thank you for being here. If you have any questions, let me know. Leave me a comment if you just want to ask a question. Now, eventually I'll get to it. I wish I could do it faster, but life. Oh, let's do this real quick. Sorry about that. Forget about Grand Arena. Why? Because it's Grand Arena, and it's like, hooray! It's Grand Arena. Sure, awesome. I don't know. We're going to try this. The Johanny is low. Let's go right after him. Still right after Johanny. I mean, Jolie. Jolie Bindo, it's not Johanny, it's Jolie Bindo. What am I talking about? I don't think I got enough juice. I mean, we got one. If we're able to get through these two, we'll be, I mean, maybe. But I think he's about to take Luke out. And if this is, yeah, I think that's GG's. Maybe. Because it is just Revan. I think we got him. Do we? Yes. All right. Relic 3 taking out those that old Republic team. What is this boss team here? Do what? Oh, let's do something crazy here. Let's do this. No idea if it's gonna work. We're gonna find out. I'm gonna find out by putting it on auto and just being like, "You want a Wumpa?" I have no idea if it's gonna work. I might just get slaughtered, which I am. It's not surprising if I do. I'm just like, let's just see. Let's just try it and see what happens. Oh. Yeah. I was like, oh, we're through. Oh, no, we're not. It's interesting that you thought that, but yeah. Sorry about that. Let's do this. Where's the rest of my Phoenix? I gotta have Rex. I know we stopped short on Rex, but he's fine. He's fine. Let's do it. Should be. I mean, it could be potentially disastrous, but we'll see. I think we got enough juice to get through boss. If we don't, then the Fets might destroy us. But I think we got enough juice. We'll see. It's probably 2 bosses thicker than I thought he would be. Of course, he gets that heal. Come on. We'd probably be doing better if we had Captain Rex at gear 12 at least. Jenga's gonna be here forever. No, we got him. Okay, cool. Easy peasy. We got 2. I don't know that they have any. I mean, maybe they do. Who knows? All right. Thanks for being here. I'll talk to you later. Hold the line. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.